just turned into
94.5 Whoa FM.
And this is unfiltered, untracked, and underground radio like you've never heard before. There are no sponsors, no scripts, and just the truth. This is your host,
Jed Mitchell.
All right. Buckle up, Solstice, because tonight we're going deep. Real deep. Deeper than I ever wanted to go. But this thing, it just won't leave me alone. You all know I've been talking about this spear for a little bit now. And I finally found out that it's related to Project Starfall. That government spook project, Cold War era, all hush-hush. Well, I got my hands on some of the files. Real ones. Not just some rumors I heard from somebody else. These are notes from the lead scientists who studied the thing they were keeping under lock and key. This spare. But now, first thing you need to understand, and I need you to hear me on this. This is not just a spare. Like you think. This isn't a weapon some ancient soldier dropped in the dirt. This is... I don't know what to call it, but the guy who wrote this report said it's the idea of a spear. Do you get what that means? It means like someone or something made a weapon out of pure thought and then shoved it into our world. The shaft is metal, yeah, but it's black, smooth 1 second and rough the next. Cold as the void of space, even when you heat the room up to 300 degrees. They cut the old wrappings off of it, blood-soaked. Not quite human blood. You hear me? Something bled on this thing that was never human. And the head, man, this part gets me. The spare head doesn't reflect light. Not like, oh, it's matte black, but I mean, it swallows light. They shined an arc lamp on it, and the thing stayed pitch dark. The scientist swore he saw stars inside it, moving, like looking through a keyhole into some other sky. And down near the base, coordinates engraved right in the metal, but they don't match anything on Earth. No map, no star chart. Plot them on a blank sphere that they point to nothing. Or maybe they point to somewhere we don't even know how to see it yet. And that's just the physical stuff. Here's where it gets crazier. They started running experiments, heat tests, electron microscopes. All of it came back impossible. The structure of the spare changes every time you look at it. Crystal, liquid, and then back again. Like it knows you're watching and it won't let you pin it down. Then came the dreams. You heard me. They started putting people to sleep near the thing. EEGs and MRIs, everything wired up. And the results are insane. Brains lighting up like fireworks. Dreamers reporting visions of corridors, black fields with stars that feel alive, voices whispering instructions. One guy woke up shouting coordinates he'd never seen before. Another predicted a coolant pipe failure in the lab. And it happened hours later. Coincidence? Not when it happens over and over. And then the real kicker. Group dreams. Multiple subjects, separate rooms, same dream. Same hallways, same whispers. Their brainwaves syncing like some kind of chorus. You hear me right now? This isn't just people dreaming weird stuff. This is an object invading their heads and pulling them into its own narrative. And the longer they stayed near it, the worse it got. People refusing to wake up. People not sure if they were awake at all. People saying it's still in here while clawing at their own skulls. And here's the part that's going to keep you up tonight. The scientists weren't immune. They started dreaming too, started knowing things, where lost keys were, where their what their coworkers were about to say, just like the subjects. The spear didn't stay locked in its box. It got into them, And by the time the project shut down, the lead researcher admitted he wasn't writing as a scientist anymore. He said the spear wasn't an artifact. It wasn't a relic. It was a wake. And in our sleep, it's reaching for us. And you all know, you all know I saw the blind man too. You know, he gave me a piece of this thing. And since then, I haven't had a normal night's sleep. I see the same face, the blind man with his fucking eyes just glowing, staring at me. I wake up feeling like I know more than I went to sleep knowing, and then the fucking fireflies are all around too, and they were there, and then they weren't, and at this point I just don't know. Is it even really happening? I deny it. I deny it when we talk about it. It's not affecting me. It's just weird dreams. It's just research. It's just what needs to be done. But I can't help but feel like these things are all connected. And I don't know. Maybe they're watching me for a reason I'm not sure yet. But I don't know. All I know is that I'm trying to find the rest of this spear that I have one piece of. And, you know, Project Starfall thought they could study it, measure it, and control it. But it was never under control. And I'm not expecting to be able to control it either. But I have people around us that seem to know a lot more than I do about the thing. And there's this one guy, Faller, who, when he touched it, even though it feels cold to everybody else, he touched it and it burnt his hand up like it was searing his fucking skin off. But while he held it, he could speak perfectly, and he was no longer unable to speak in clear sentences. He could finally tell us what he was thinking. But I don't know. Here's what I'm saying, and this is where I'm going to end it. Stay alert, and if you start dreaming about corridors or stars that move when you're not looking, it's not a dream. It's a knock at the door, and sooner or later, someone's going to answer. So this is Jet Mitchell, signing off. I'm not here to play you a song. I'm not here to do any bullshit. I am here to give you the truth. And if you feel like somebody else can talk about these things better than I can, I'd love to meet them. But right now, all I see is a bunch of fucking gimmicks and copycats. I do it, I talk about it, they talk about it. So again, Jet Mitchell with the truth, and I am signing off.
94.5 Whoa FM.